Kermit the Frog here. You're listening to Fearless Radio. No FCC, no f***ing problem.
And welcome back, everybody. This is Fearless Radio. Happy Friday. I hope you're all being turned loose from work wherever you are and enjoying this fabulous fall weekend. It turned nice and crisp. Snap a little pink into your cheeks. What do you think? Is this the season, one season? Is this the one season?
This is the season.
Okay, good.
The season to be jolly.
I bet you say that to all the seasons. I have one season in the studio, and we were just checking out some unreleased, brand spanking new music that was God is Angry. I don't know. Really? Do you think so? Maybe?
There seems to be some stuff going down lately. You know, some polar ice caps melting.
Yeah.
Some angry polar bears. That's always scary.
Some people would say, you know, that the God is just calling the people home. So, you know, it depends if you're a pessimist, optimist, half full, half empty kind of, you know.
In this case, it seems like...
Human being.
Yeah. Maybe in this case, the glass is shattered.
Yeah. The walruses are what are bothering me. Have you seen the pictures now that the walruses, there's huge colonies being stranded on dry land because the ice is gone?
No.
Yeah. I'm sorry to break that news. That's been banging around the internet for the past couple of days, too, so...
Oh, I have not seen pictures of that. That's sad.
No, look for walruses. I bet it'll come right up. So Kris and Kris. It's... This triumvirate has never happened on our net waves
awesome.
before.
That's awesome.
It's really wonderful. So... I don't know how we can top that. Maybe some more music in a little bit.
Definitely.
So you, Kris.
Yes.
Kris, what's your full name, maybe, and what you do for one season?
Oh, full name, Christopher Paul Harris, Esquire. No, not really. What I do for one season is singing and playing guitar, and once in a while keys and some percussion and some sax, like on the track you're just playing.
Nice.
Although it's kind of hard to hear it, but yeah, that's what I do.
Very cool. Very cool. You don't get a lot of singing saxophone players, so that's a really interesting mix. I like that.
Yeah, you're
that's
right.
a skill. And my other Kris.
I'm Kris Close is my name. I'm the drummer for one season. That's pretty much all I can do since I can't walk around and do other things while I'm playing the drums, you know.
Yeah. Well, you can jump up and down a little bit.
I could in between sets.
And you don't have to wear pants. So
no,
that's good.
They can't see me back there.
Yeah. So there are perks to being a drummer that I never knew until I worked here. So, you can find one season linked up on Fearless Radio's homepage. That will take you to Facebook, which is One Season Music. And where else? Do you have other homes in the ether that you live? Insta, tweet, you know, all that stuff?
Yeah, we got all that good stuff.
Yeah,
So we have Twitter, Bandcamp,
SoundCloud, Songkick, any of the pretty much music media websites. It's out there. So
okay, all right. So go tweet them, you know. And I think I have their yes, it's _season. So you can be there. You can follow them there as well. Tomorrow night is a big night in the city of Chicago, down in Wrigleyville, from what I hear. What's going on?
So we got a Shoeshine Boy Productions show going on. Cubby Bear. Show starts at, 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
And you can buy tickets beforehand. And you can get tickets at the door.
Which means today, since, you know, or
time is wasting.
Get them now.
And that's pretty much it. We're playing with, Dave Tamkin Duo.
David Costa.
Yep.
Oh, we know David Costa.
Yeah.
He's great. He's great. Have you met him before?
Yeah, we played with him before out at the Metro, I believe.
Uh-huh.
We played with him before.
So. It's a man that is loaded with personality and stories.
Definitely a very different set of bands. So
how do you feel about that? I really like that when I go to see a show nowadays, that there's a little bit, you know, that it can hang together, but there's enough of a difference that you keep interested.
I guess, it kind of depends. I mean, being as like the band we are, you know, sometimes it's nice to be able to play with the same type of style because you direct your set list towards that. David Costa is definitely a totally different.
He's got a little bit more of the rap hip hop thing going on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we played with them at the Metro, and it was a little different. First time for a set that we've had like that, I believe. At least since I've been in the band. So
yeah.
But it's good when you have bands of the same genre. Sometimes it's easier to just go up after the show and be like, "Hey, man, that was great." Like you guys can relate and maybe go book a show later together.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes if you have a mixed genre set up, that can work out well. Sometimes you will have that scenario where you'll have a horde of people show up for one group,
and then the fans,
and then they have to all switch out. Yeah.
Well, they're not there for that type of music, or
it happens. It's
That's a Chicago thing too. I mean, like showing up for your buddies and then leaving. And I scold listeners all the time, which is a great way to keep your people listening. So if you say you're a music lover, you got your ticket, get there early. Show some love to the opening band. Have a beer, for God's sakes. Relax.
PBR.
Enjoy some music, some Russian PBR.
You know that it got bought.
No, it got bought by a Russian company.
I didn't know this. When did this happen?
Like last week, I think. There's something up on our front page about some bit of news.
The American beer companies are disappearing.
Old style, baby.
InBev bought Budweiser.
Yeah. Because we are all about being beer snobs.
Yeah,
we're all about our craft brews and microbreweries and things like that, which is great. Support local businesses, but support good ones. Don't buy garbage just because they have their own standalone facility. That's all I'm saying.
Someone told me that while Stella Artois is a big thing here in Europe, they consider that their junk beer.
Yeah,
I thought that was funny.
It's like their Bud Light or something, right? Yeah.
Or
we love you, Budweiser. Don't get all honked off about that. Actually, Sam Adams is one of my favorite. If you want to do the over the counter and people who pay attention to what's going on with their mass-produced beer, it's good beer.
Have you ever checked out a Beta beer? Local
Beta.
Beer for me.
A lot of people have told me, and I'm sure I've had it at some point in the past. Yeah. So, boy, we got down the beer path quickly, didn't we?
Yeah.
I like
That's
that.
the type of band we are.
Usually it's food at this time of day. We get down the path of which hot dogs are the greatest, and sitting right on Chinatown, which is the best carryout. But let's stick with beer. It's Friday night, after all.
It is.
We should have a beer. So, but tomorrow night, the big celebration. So it's doors at 7:30. And
doors at 8, I think.
No, show at 8 is what Cubby Bear is saying.
Oh, so they actually do have a doors.
I'm going to go with her on this.
Yeah, that's.
I'm looking at it here.
She's got the info.
And besides, I think that you can get into Cubby Bear just about any time of day if you want to.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just start camping out for the show.
They usually play like some house music right before the show or something to get you all.
There's tons of drunk people already by the time we get there.
Are the Cubs playing tomorrow?
No.
At home? Oh, it's a blessing and a curse. Because it's nice to get the drunk fans do spend money, so that's good. They are also obnoxious, and I love my cub brethren and sistren. So, but they do pee on lawns and things like that's kind of embarrassing.
They do. Oh, so it's Mardi Gras all over again.
Yeah, because you said you're from down New Orleans, that area.
Yes, I am.
A hidden gem is St. Patty's Day in New Orleans.
Oh, that's my favorite parade. I can actually skip Mardi Gras. I don't care for it anymore.
I think you said that before.
That is the best parade. They hurl cabbages at you.
It's so scary, especially when you get kind of wasted. You can't dodge and weave.
Oh, yeah. I've seen people get taken out by, a potato.
And it's hysterical, too.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And then I will share this one thing, and we'll get back to the music. There's the St. Joseph's Parade, I think, follows right on the hills.
Weekend.
And I was there when they almost overlapped. And Father Guido Sarducci was the parade master, and I got to kiss him. I was just drunk from the St. Patty's Day parade, and I was not shy. And it was a very wonderful moment in my life.
That's a moment.
You're kind of young for Father Guido Sarducci, but he's
so.
I remember him though as a little tyke. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen some footage, archival footage of him. So
New Orleans is a wonderful place. So
thank you.
So Chicago is the home of One Season now. Let's introduce the guys who aren't in the studio with us, and what do they do for the band?
Oh, we have Tim Bernard. He's another singer and guitar player,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like Kris here.
Yeah.
And
He said he'd be with us in spirit, if I remember. I saw on your Facebook page.
yes, he did.
Yeah. I lurk a lot, so.
And then we also have our bassist Ryan Taylor.
Uh-huh.
So you know.
Hi, Ryan. I don't know where you guys are today, but I hope it's important, you know.
They're working.
They're working.
They're stuck at work.
Getting ready.
Love
Now,
the Chicago life. So.
I have your personal copy of the album. It's not yet released. Is tomorrow night the release show, or is it still to come?
It's still to come.
Okay.
So we're probably we have a tentative release of October 15th. Mm-hmm. And so far things are looking good towards that. Depending on marketing stuff, we might push it back another week or two, but that's so far the date we're looking to release it.
Yeah.
So then we'll figure out our CD release party after that.
Okay.
So.
All right. And is this a first release from One Season?
Officially, yes.
Okay.
We've had something
with
in the
this
past.
lineup. Mhm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They originally, it was I think me and Tim. We got a drummer, and we did a release in the past. Although mostly, sadly, it was just to put our music out there to finish up putting a band together.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, this is our first true release.
Oh, nice. How long has this been in the making?
We were in the studio for 2 weekends at Rax Track Studios. Great
Oh,
studio,
nice.
by the way, in the Lakeview area. And for, I think we were done on June 1st. So we went in, recorded, mixed, and mastered it in 4 days, 6 songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we came prepared.
That you were prepared
Yeah.
under
Long hours.
pressure, right?
Long hours, but
A little
fun
bit of pressure,
experience.
Yeah. Well, once you hit that studio, the clock is just every
yeah.
minute
Oh,
is
yeah.
a cha-ching, you know.
Oh, yeah, we practiced to a click track and everything
Yep.
down,
Yeah.
just knew all our parts back and forth, so...
Well, let's do this. I want to get to a full track off the album. And are you playing any of this new music for your show at Cubby Bear?
Yes, we are.
Oh, excellent.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can get a little taste, a little
yeah.
preview. But we'll call this a fearless debut. All right?
Awesome.
All right.
And I think we're going to start off. Are we starting off with There's the Door?
Yes, we are.
All right. What do you have any words you want to say, or do you want to just roll with it and we'll talk about it when we come back?
Eat healthy, Chicago. Eat healthy.
Okay. Let's do it. We will be back with One Season. This is There's the Door.
My head feels like a demon's driving 10-foot needles through my eyes. My memory's forsaken me. How? I don't know. How I wound up lying here face down on the floor. My bed is a mess and empty. All my food is rotten to the core. Identity's bereft of me. How? I don't know. But I've decided I won't take this anymore. You don't like what you see, well then there's the door. Stuck in a rut, you think you can change all that and more. So if you're squandering all your time and more, then there's no happiness to be found. It's time to let's move along. family can rescue me now. I don't know why I chased that rabbit down that rabbit hole. Oh, somebody help me. How did I get here? Don't wanna do this anymore. You don't like what you see, well then there's the door. Stuck in a rut, you think you can change all that and more. So if you're squandering all your time and more, when there's no happiness to be found, it's time you best move along. You don't like what you see, well then there's the door. Stuck in a rut, you think you can change all that and more. So if you're squandering all your time and more, when there's no happiness to be found, it's time you best move along.
And we are back. That was one season. And I like it. There's a little bit of a jam to it, too, almost. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know what is going on with this noise over here, but I'll find the silencer at some point after we go back, you know.
Hordes of Facebook users just clawing at you.
It's only and speaking of Facebook, I was talking about the new image for one season, the tree, and I saw you guys kind of paint. I think I saw you like making a painting of this.
Oh, yeah.
Or you were drawing it on some green room wall or something like
it was
that.
some venue way past Rockford, kind of.
German Valley, Illinois,
German
like
Valley,
population
Illinois.
200 or something. It was crazy.
Oh.
So we played there, and they had some kind of foam wall we could write graffiti
where
on.
the stage was at, yeah.
So we're like, hey, let's draw our logo on here.
Yeah.
Oh, fun! That's really cool. I don't know. I thought I knew Illinois pretty well. I've driven the highways and byways, all in the back where the cows are and everything. But German Valley.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows that place. I live like 30 minutes from there, or didn't even know about it. So.
How did you? What brought you? Was it a bar or was it like a festival or?
I know a guy from Rockford that he does a lot of like bike runs and biker parties, and he wanted us to play that bar for that before a biker party. So
You guys have played some cool joints. You got House of Blues, you got Metra, you got this biker thing going on.
We will play anything.
You'll play
I
anything.
mean, you
One
got to.
season, we'll play anything.
Can't be picky, you know. It's,
Yeah.
I think we've even played the Naval Base
Yep,
up there in
played
Great
the
Lakes
Naval
Naval
Base.
Base.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we go anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, tell me a little bit about how you found each other and what brought you together to play this music.
Sure.
start with it?
I guess that starts with me. I was kind of fed up with the previous band, and I knew Tim, our other singer guitar player, and we always had a rapport together. We liked we liked the styles that we represented, I guess. And one day I'm like, hey, Tim, you want to start a band? And he's like, yes! And since then, we got together, wrote some songs. We tried to write happier songs because we have a tendency to write darker songs.
But there's nothing wrong with darker
Nothing wrong
songs.
with it. We just figured, let's try something different a little bit. And then finally we met up with a drummer from Coal City, Illinois, out by Joliet.
Oh, I know where Coal
Yeah.
City is, yes.
And that was via Craigslist. And And unfortunately, we eventually parted ways with our old drummer Kyle, but we eventually got Ryan and Kris here via Craigslist as well.
What did they put
Craigslist
you
band.
through, Kris? You know, like, did you have to go through a hazing or, you know?
There was a little audition. I know they had a few other drummers.
Get in the van, go to New Orleans
Yeah.
and play this show.
Yeah, pretty much, and then
Yeah.
we'll tell you if you're in or not. No, it wasn't like that, but just went over there, learned a couple other songs, and then they wanted to see how, I jammed and how I played the songs, if I practiced them or not. And
Yeah.
It was very easy going, though, and we connected right away. We all had a good connection. I think, I mean, I loved it right when we got there, and then I know right after I left, they called me back about 10 minutes later and told me they wanted me to be part of the band, so...
A lot
Very
of soul
cool.
to this man's playing right here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How hard is it in Chicago to kind of find people who share your goals musically? Because, you can play around town and you could do, a combination of originals and covers and not really want to record or tour and make some money doing that, right?
Yeah.
Or you can do the full thing.
Yeah, look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
so.
Look at the future, look at recording, look at touring, all of that stuff.
Yeah, we surprisingly have had some issues in the past finding some musicians. There's been a lot of like hard rock and heavy stuff, which Chicago's known for like a lot of hard rock, dark rock, industrial rock. And to kind of break from that, we've had some issues finding some people in the past.
I think
that are
it'd
out
be
there.
easy being in Chicago with as many people there are, but man, it's not.
Yeah, especially with the blues background. But we
Yeah.
try to focus on a little bit of like soul and blues rock, and they're out there. You just got to find the right mix of people who have the time.
You gotta be patient,
Yeah,
Do you have the right mix now?
I would say.
Is the stew kind of
much
coming together with a little bit of good flavor and all of
Yeah,
that?
the gumbo is definitely cooking on the pot.
Nice. You're listening to Fearless Radio. I have one season in the studio with me, Cubby Bear, tomorrow night down in Wrigleyville. It is 21 and over. Come on out, whatever time floats your boat. But the show is at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
So that's the important thing to remember. I want to get to another track, give them another taste. Unreleased music. It's coming out later in October, and there will be, news on their Facebook page, or Twitter. Follow them. One Season Music on Facebook, _season on Twitter. So next up, we have Big Time. I'm sorry,
Sarah.
Sarah,
Named
thank
after
you.
a local legend.
A local legend. And we'll have to talk about that when we come back. Let's give it a listen, and we'll be back with One Season.
Oh, I've been dry, long road, dark skies, square wheels, won't drive, but I still got my pride. I've been low, I've been dry, long road, dark skies, square wheels, won't drive, but I still got my pride. She said, drop that beer and let's have this dance. Her dark hair flipped and my face it turned red. This girl was mine and I grabbed her hand. I need more time and another good band. What's your name? Well, I confess I wasn't the best, but what felt so wrong was that knife in my chest. This girl sat down and she started to rest. My God, about the time Big Time Sarah said, "Step on up here, boy. Show me your man." And I did. I did! What's your name? It's all a game. What's your
So, fabulous new music, but more importantly, we answered the mystery of the phone caller. It is a rabid one-season fan trying desperately to reach the band.
Oh, Old Yeller has returned.
So, how do you deal with like your lurkers and stalkers? Because I'm sure that one season has many of them. We love them here at Fearless Radio. So,
Nerf bats and dark black capes.
okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, this sounds good.
Yeah.
This sounds good. And Halloween is just around the corner.
Yeah, perfect timing. This is the one season. This is it.
This is the one season. It's my favorite season. So, and I know for whatever reason, I don't know what is happening, but there's a lot of memeing and joking about white girls in fall. And so we love fall. We love pumpkin spice latte. We love our scarves and all of that.
There's a tendency, yeah.
I don't know, but is that different from any other girl? I mean, or any dude for that matter? You guys like your lattes and your scarves and your hipster, you know.
I like my black jacket. That's about it. Yeah.
And your capes and your
Oh,
swords.
my capes, of course. My Nerf
Yeah.
bats and swords.
How about jumping in piles of leaves?
I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm always weary of the slugs.
Yes, me too. You know, or the sharp stick. You know,
Yeah,
the
someone could've-
occasional sharp stick in there.
Yeah, someone could have dug a pit with some punji sticks over there called the little
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
from Vietnam era.
You
Or
gotta
someone
be.
could have put a pile of leaves over some poop or something and you jump right in.
There
I
is
don't
the
know. You
dog
never know.
poop, the random
Yeah.
dog poop that gets raked up. You know, when we were little kids, we cared nothing about
No.
that stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing
I
the
know.
dog poop, Mom wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Just toss you clothing and all right into the bathtub.
Decent dirt.
Well, let's talk about what's to come. We kind of alluded to the fact that the release is coming up a little bit later this month.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have kind of an idea? Like, is it going to be closer to the Christmas holidays that maybe you'll do the album release, or is it just still you need to keep it under wraps?
Probably closer to the Christmas time, or maybe sometime in January, because usually during the holidays, a few of us will fly out, go back home and visit family and stuff. So
Yeah.
usually it takes a good few months to plan a proper CD release party. So
And nobody's got anything to do in the middle to end of January.
I
Like,
know.
let's go do something.
Yeah, we found a lot of people do come out even during January and February. You'd be surprised.
Yeah,
Because
Chicago,
we're
they
going
don't care. you know?
insane. If we can get out of the house after last year, you know, during that, we can do anything.
One thing I gotta ask, since I've been here, I've been living in Chicago now for 7 years. What is the deal with the girls in the mini skirts in like sub-zero temperature? I've always wanted to know.
They just want to look good, and
Yeah.
they don't care how
I
cold
don't
it is,
mind
right?
that.
We are a hardy breed, man.
You girls are, yeah.
The Midwesterners, you know, we maybe tend to keep a little extra layer on that the California girls don't have. You know, they're maybe a little thinner, but that's okay. Chubby thighs are
yeah.
good in mini
That
skirts.
goes a long way with us. We like that.
And yeah, fashion before pleasure, you know, before comfort. It's the way you got to
Yes.
roll. And it starts young too, because it's like by the time you're about 13, it's like, no, I'm not wearing a coat. Are you kidding me? Who needs a coat? Who needs leggings?
So there's like special training, like a hazing process. You know, like parents or mom will get out like a tub of cold water and dunk you in and be like, sit there for 5 minutes.
It's like the old warrior skills, like being dumped out in the woods, to survive for a while. Mini skirts in Chicago in January, you got to build up to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a correlation with like The Last Samurai.
Yeah. I like how you're defining it, because other people just roll their eyes like, oh, my God.
Oh, no, you gotta take in what's all around you and just accept it, and just ask maybe why once in a while,
Just ask why. Yeah, don't ask why.
Just go with it.
Just go with it. Just enjoy, the ride. The scene, especially December. You get the cute things too, with little jingle bells all over the place.
Sweater parties.
Sweater parties.
Ugly sweater parties.
Halloween is coming. Does one season ever plan on dressing up as like another band and performing different? I know that's a thing around Chicago.
Never thought about that, actually.
Who would one season be?
Ooh, I don't know.
Wow, thing 1 through 4, maybe, or
I like that
thing
Dr.
1 through
Seuss.
4.
Yeah, I like the Dr. Seuss thing.
Yeah.
What kind of music? They would play like Whoville music, right?
Yeah, it'd be like a weird mix of like polka and maybe some thrash here and there, sprinkles of some thrash. Because that blue hair, it's a wild and crazy. Those guys get down and dirty.
Yeah.
You know it.
They're freaky.
They have no names. They just go by 1 through 4.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
and they're
cause
very wild.
mayhem.
Yeah.
they probably
Very
have a
crazy
notorious,
anyways.
notorious. What's the word I'm looking
Reputation?
for? Yeah, thank you. Reputation back at home. They can't show their faces, so they just go by 1 through 4.
Yeah, and just go hang out at random houses and parties,
Yep. Yep.
I like it. You could bring the party. Just show up somewhere, and that would be it. Destroy the house.
He's got that machine. He goes from house to house and cleans it up. Well, what if it's like those Volkswagens with like 20 clowns in it? Out pop 50 million things. That's a party right there.
No. Clowns, no
Okay.
clowns. I'm sorry, you. That's a bridge too far, man.
Oh God.
Although we had an interview scheduled for today, and we had to reschedule it with Twisted,
wow.
who is a juggalo, and I was going to be kind of scared, even though I'm fearless, a little scared talking to Clownface. Even on the phone, it comes through. If anybody could reach through a phone and do some damage, it would be a clown. It would be a clown.
Clowns are so polarizing.
I know. And I try and not be judgmental and have love in my heart for all. So I'm working on it, man.
It's a process.
So, 2015 album release, perhaps. What about? What are you most excited about in the coming year?
We're most excited about getting out to the burbs, raising some money from some shows there, playing more in the city, like Metro, Double Door, Sub T, and then really just kind of
getting fans, a lot more fans, and
releasing another EP,
making those relationships.
Exactly, it's the hardest part.
Yeah. But once you get the ball rolling, have you played Double Door? I feel like you guys would be really great for Double Door, too.
We played there, maybe last November, I think.
Okay.
So
it's about time to get back
we need
there.
to go
Wicker
back.
Park is fun.
Oh, yeah, it's a great area.
Yeah. Well, one season, once again, one more time, Cubby Bear, tomorrow night. It's going to be a blast. That's down in Wrigleyville. And come on out. And by the way, if you go and ask those bartenders, you kind of tell them what you like. I've found there was this beautiful young woman who was bartender, and she made me something that was so delicious and so powerful. It was her special thing. My advice, go find a bartender, have a conversation, and they will whip you up something amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was fruity. It was it was summer, so but it was powerful.
Maybe they have a pumpkin drink out there.
Maybe they have.
I'm
yeah.
sure they do.
Things.
They must have. It's almost time for your hot toddies and your hot buttered rums and things like that too, which I'm not sure I'm ready for that yet. We got to bridge the pumpkin thing first.
Yeah, this weather's been weird lately.
So, well, one season, Kris, it has been a pleasure to have you in the studio. Thank you for bringing us your new music.
Thank you, Kris. Appreciate
Thank you for having us, too.
And you can start requesting some one-season music, maybe more towards the mid-month, but we're going to get it, right?
Oh, yes, you will.
All right. I'm counting on it. So let's wrap it up for this evening. By the way, Dreadman is making a pilgrimage back to the homeland. He's going to be in Jamaica this week, so no Dreadman tonight. He will return next Friday night at 7 o'clock, the usual time. You like reggae? Sounds of the islands?
A little bit. I like
burning
Rocksteady
leaves.
more so.
Okay. He does all of... I've learned so much about different genres under the reggae umbrella, like rocksteady, dance hall,
the rock reggae, and the upbeat reggae, and
dub. It's very cool. So you can check him out 7 o'clock. Not tonight because he's in Jamaica.
Right now.
Right now. No. What we're going to check out right now is "Man on a Mission." All right. And any words before we wrap up and play it out?
By the way, that is the name of our upcoming EP. So.
Oh, one more thing. We have this lovely photographer in the studio. Who is this person?
This is my longtime girlfriend / fiance, Heather.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And she's been snapping shots and taking videos and making out with a pug over in the corner.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
you know?
She can't resist a little tyke over
Who
there.
can? Who can?
I can't.
All right, Man on a Mission. This is one season. We will be back. Coin joins me live in studio tomorrow. So check the schedule, fearlessradio.com, and have a wonderful Friday night. Thank you, gentlemen, once again.
all right, thank you.
Man on a mission that you don't know, but I really want to let you know. Man with the secret, but I don't want to keep it, so the lie just grows. I'm a modern day Pinocchio. Half my life is just crumbling all around myself. Little white lies start to multiply. It does damage to my health. But I'm a man on a mission. Man on a mission that you don't know. But I really want to let you know. So if I die, baby, don't you cry. Just be mad as hell. You will never forget me, but you carry on as well. I'm a man on a mission that you don't know. But girl, I really want to let you know. Act of contrition for the help you were missing. Help that I stood helpless so long ago. Half my life I've been wandering, wrapped up in myself. But since the day I first met you, I put all that on the shelf. Now everything we stood for, everything we've been, is threatened by the chance that you can meet an early end. But I'm a man on a mission, man on a mission that you don't know. But girl, I really want to let you know. So if I die, baby, won't you cry? Just be mad as hell. You will never forget me, but you carry on as well. 'Cause you will learn from the gifts I gave, better than the way things stand. But you won't understand that I'm just that kind of man. No, no, no. I'm a man on a mission that you don't know. But girl, I really want to let you know